Before we begin, please be sure to check out pdcgostore.com to grab yourself some codes to be able to build this very deck. Of course, use the code FTW for 5% off at checkout and enjoy the video. Magnezone VSTAR is the new Whimsicott. With that magnetic grip attack allowing you to search for a bunch of item cards, you can really play around. You can really play around with the cards that you have in your deck and can really utilize some pretty interesting item cards. Say, for example, we've got Crushing Hammer in here to help slow our opponent down, Fan of Waves. We even have Hyper Potion, which works really well with the double turbo energy on that Magnezone VSTAR. Of course, a magnetic grip costing 1 lightning and 2 colorless. So, of course, we do have some spare turbo energies at times, and it's really nice to just heal off damage and get rid of it and attach another one. And combine it with a Big Charm, you've got a chunky magnet. And not only that, its VSTAR power is really, really good. The Electro Star, it does 90 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. And we all know, we've made it very clear on the channel, that Manaphy isn't as about as it has been in the past. So being able to get some Electro Stars can really help you, especially with all of the little single prizes that are running around in the format right now. So this deck is a very controlled tempo deck. It's not about going quick and going turbo. It's about establishing a consistent board state, doing consistent damage, and maintaining as much control as possible. So we have 3 Bibarel in this deck. I originally had a 4-4 line, but I realized it was a bit overkill. So we've gone for a 3-3 line of Bibarel, and there is nothing else going on. We're not trying to be fancy. We're trying to go in and get a job done. Other cards to note in this deck, of course, is Cyllene. Being able to go ahead and get some cards from the discard pile, put it onto the top of the deck and allow Bibarel to get it. Can be useful at times when it comes to coming up against decks where we need to reuse some other assets. Let's say reusing Crushing Hammers or even the Canceling Cologne if we were to come up against a Miltank or something like that. So that's a pretty cool card in the deck. And we're also playing Path to the Peak. Again, it's all about setting the tempo, and this is going to help with that so much. So we've got that in the deck as well. But other than that, it's a very simple list, but honestly, very effective. So I think it's time we play with the Magnet Cyclops. I mean, technically not. You can see he's got 2 eyes over there. Are they eyes? Yes, they are eyes. Okay, not a Cyclops then, a pocket monster. I don't know, let's just go. All right, here we go. We are going second, unfortunately, but that's fine. We'll just have to see how that goes. Sobbles, okay. If they can just get a few of them out, and then get a little Electro Star, just taking out 2 of them in one go would be absolutely lovely. Don't know what we're up against here yet, though. It'd be nice for it to be a Palkia, that's for sure. So I'd love to sit there and just, do my business, get rid of the Palkia. We hit the weakness, beautiful stuff. I want to get another Bidoof down, but no. Do I just pass here? I could Marnie them. I could do that. I could bench this Magnezone, or maybe I get rid of... Oh, I don't know. Okay, screw it. I wanna Marnie them really badly, so I'm going to. We're gonna go ahead and get another Bidoof down. Okay, we do have the rest of the Magnezones and stuff like that are available, so that's fine. Really risky, this move. Or is it too risky? I've committed to the play. Let's do it. It's really risky. I know I'm only reducing them by 1. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I have faith in the deck and its consistency, so that's why I'm not that fast. And as you can see, look, we've got a hand here that is fine. Not amazing, but fine. And I'm even going to greed it and go for a third Bidoof. I want all the Bidoofs out, yeah? I want all the Bibarels. I want that draw and that tempo. That's what we look for in this deck. So yeah, I'm being a bit silly here, but screw it. Okay, it's Ice Rider. All right. Didn't Ice Rider do well in a local regional? A local regional? In a recent regional? Wasn't it in the top 4 of Baltimore? Was it? Am I wrong? I saw an Ice Rider there. There was a Charizard, an Ice Rider, a Mew VMAX, and something else. Am I correct? I don't know. I heard Ice Rider did well, which is very interesting. But there you go. But we don't need it for weakness, unfortunately. Maybe that's why Ice Rider did well, because there's loads of, it can... It's that water Pokemon that can use the Melanies and hit some good numbers and doesn't have to worry about the weaknesses that people are looking to counter in the format with the Palkia. I guess that makes sense there, but, other than that. The one awkward thing, though, and this is what I have contemplated on the choice belt, is there's many a times I've seen a Crobat and I just want to boss it. And I cannot KO it because I'm not hitting 180, I'm hitting 160 because of the turbo reducing that damage output, which kind of sucks. And it does really show the intention to make Arceus V-Star the best V-Star. You have a card here that's a V-Star with the same attack cost, actually a more difficult one technically speaking. That does less damage and has a less powerful effect. Right, 180 over the 200. And Arceus accelerating free energy into play. This is getting 2 item cards, which is still good. But you could see the power scaling in the creation of the cards, right? They're like, right, can't overthrow Palkia. I guess. But then, you know, Giratina's out here. Sorry, Palkia, Arceus. Giratina's out here doing bits now as well, isn't it? The Lost Engine actually is... It's a weird one, isn't it? Loads of people weren't happy with it, but it's doing things. In Japan, it's doing really well. It's, in fact, I think in Japan, it's predominantly Palkia and Lost Zone engines. Funnily enough, that's doing well. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of that stuff. I think we're going to go for the Marnie, and I wouldn't mind going and doing a little cheeky V-Star here if we get our way forward. And again, this is where this matchup's not the best because our path isn't going to do much. I'm going to be honest. Either way, we can drop it. They might play Luminion or something and we could stop that, but you know, we're playing Ice Rider, so. Okay. That's another Bidoof coming. So, another Bibarel. This is why I benched them. I was like, do you know what? I want draw. I want to find my cards. We need to get a Switch. We only have the one. We've priced one as well. Yikes. And I would also like to get a Charm, so we can survive the hit. That's the idea. We could go again. We can go again. Screw it, we're going again. We're going again. I'm greeding it. Yeah, might as well call me greeding. Let's go for another one. Oh, this draw. Oh my gosh. If we get a Switch and a Charm, that would be lovely. That would be incredible. We don't. Okay. What was it good for? Absolutely nothing. Right. Well, at least we can actually go ahead next turn, assuming they don't boss this and KO it, hopefully, that we can actually just boss and KO this because we'd be doing that raw 180 because we haven't got the turbo up. So that's an option. You could boss up this Ice Rider, go for the V-Star power, hopefully survive the turn, dig for another boss up this, take that. That's 4 prizes in 2 turns. And then we just have to deal with the Ice Rider, right? Which is still not a terrible thing. There's the boss's orders, though, and that's the problem. We do have Raihan, so we can do that at least. But it means... Oh, it's a difficult one. Not getting that retreat, bro. It's killed me. I could have at least taken a prize by now. Oh, man. All right, well, adversity has bestowed itself upon me. At least we got the Raihan. I'll take that. I'll take that. They can get sobbled down here. I would like to take 2 prizes with the V-Star power, but... Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Do I just hit the Ice Rider? Oh, I'm not sure. Right. I would like to take the Sobble out, though. I think what would be ideal is Crushing Hammer this. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Right. Accelerating energy, get myself a Magnezone VSTAR, right? I have to do that, no? Yeah, I could get the turbo, but I'm going to get the Magnezone VSTAR. I'm going to bench you for the sake of drawing cards. Oh, God, okay. Let's see what we get off this. At least one of the Bibarels. A Crushing Hammer, okay, that's good. Yes, lovely, lovely. So I think I'm going to go for my V-Star power. And in fact, I'm not going to attach the speed. Is that the correct move? If I attach the speed, I draw 2 cards and I need 2 playable cards, otherwise I can't see any more. Oh, so do you know what? Let's go. Damn. Damn it. No. Okay. I guess we can put damage on you. Would that put you in range at any point? I don't think it will. It will help with the Crobat. Okay. This is difficult, man. I still haven't found a single charm. I just need the charm, because if they just Melanie here, that's it. Right, they take out this Magnezone, what can you do? So, if they have the Melanie, which they're very likely to, yeah, it's a problem. Please don't Melanie me. Come on. Yes! Love it! And you know what that means? I am not Marnieing, that's certain. However, I do need the charm. I need the charm, bro. I can get it next turn. No, I can't. I have to charm now, right? Because if I boss this up now, they're just going to KO me. So I have to Marnie, funnily enough. Because they could just get an energy anyway. They don't even need to Melanie next turn. So I think I still need to find... There it is! Finally! Come out of the woodworks. Look at ya. Lovely. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. There we go. Put that down. So we at least survive that hit, assuming they don't go ahead and cause problems. This could be huge. If we get the heads on that, no, we don't. But I'm going to path them. This is what I mean by trying to control the tempo. Let's go ahead and Bibarel again. Maybe I should have burned that instead. Go, another one. Oh, come on. Give me it once, please. I'm going to burn this. I should have done that in the first place. Oh, do you know what's funny? The Crushing Hammer was on top of the deck. I would have got it without burning it. Man, okay, fine. We have to go for the hit here. This could be a good Hyper Potion turn. I think. You know? I'm not sure, but we'll get them anyway. And as I said, we got a bit more control now. A little bit. So all we need to do is KO this and we win. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm saying. Even with that struggle, we still got them to scoop, which is lovely. Let's go to the next one. Are you a fan of getting scammed? Of course not. No one is. So if you're looking to buy Pokemon cards online from a stranger and you want to make sure that you ain't gonna get scammed, then Trust App is the app for you. What Trust App does for you is it holds the funds that you send to the seller when you do purchase Pokemon cards from a stranger and make sure that you have 24 hours to verify that the product you got is all good and you got exactly what you paid for. So if you're in the market for some Pokemon cards and you want to make sure that your transactions are safe, click the link in the description down below to check out Trust App and see what they can do for you. Thanks again, Trust App, for sponsoring the channel. Let's go to the next game. Oh, we're playing Mew, and this is going to be cool. Okay, so obviously we need to really religiously use our paths. We need to be very careful with them and know when effectively to go for it. So I'm not going to go ahead and start off with it because obviously the counter stadiums, we need to be wary of that. So I think what we got to do from here, they could Meloetto us though. They could do that. Do I start the path? Maybe I do. Screw it. We got it in hand. I don't want a Meloetta. We're going to open with Path to the Peak and hope that they ain't got nothing. They ain't got nothing. They ain't got no counter stadium. And they are just struggling. That's what I'm going to hope. So we just have to wait and see. In the first mulligan, they found 2 stadium cards. So I'm hoping they haven't got it. The fact that they've attached to the Genesect is interesting, first off, because you should have... Yeah, either way, we are locking off that Mew right away. We're saying no, Chief. That ain't happening. All right, I think we can get both anyway. All right, sweet. This is really good. Then we can Marnie them. I'm going to go for the Crushing Hammer. I would like to Fan of Waves here, but we can get a Crushing on it. That'd be even better. No, fine. I think I'm going to play this. Oh, no. You could be relevant. Funnily enough, you could be relevant to... you could be very relevant, actually. I'm going to keep you. Yeah, we're not going to get rid of you. So, why is it relevant? Well, Oricorio. If we can turn off the Oricorio ability, we can hit a nice 160 on them rather than a 140. Makes it a bit easier. But then again... No, but the thing... Yeah. No. Definitely. Because with the Oricorio as well, if you turn off its ability, we can go for an Electro Star power on it. And there you go. Or we go for the Electro Star now. This is a decision. A real decision. Do I Marnie and hope to hit the turbo? Or do I Electro Star? Does this one play the Oricorio? Oh, God. Oh, we're going to risk it. Screw it. We have a bit more control anyway, so I think we're going to hope to get the turbo. Oh, we do. Okay, lovely. And we got the speed energy if we were to go ahead and go for the V-Star power. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. And then we can go ahead, magnetic grip. And I think considering Mew's limitation in energy, I think getting something like a Fan of Waves and a Crushing Hammer may be the way to go. I think. Yeah, I think we'll do that and go from there. So they can retreat this turn, but you're also vulnerable to the V-Star power. So that's good. If they don't go for the Oricorio, as I said, we can try and find that Cologne. Go ahead and cancel that so it doesn't... and funnily enough, that actually allows us to get the KO on... There we go, on the Oricorio. So if we now find... Maybe I should have got that ahead of time. I don't know, but... And they've bounced Stadium. I'm scared! No, they've bounced Stadium. Oh, no. Raihan's our only way out, I think, here. Oh, God. And the Meloetta. We could get a 2-hit KO. So, 2 prizes. Right. They're online for this turn. We need a lot to do. Now I really regret not getting the Cologne. So they're going to be doing... How much is that now? So it'll be 190, 220 with the choice. Still not enough. They would need 2 power tablets to KO me. If they don't, that's massive. So because then we can dig for that cheeky little Cologne and then just KO these 2. remove the threat. Because the thing is, because of the -20 damage, we cannot go for the V-Star power and KO these two things. But if we Cologne, we can. If I'm correct, it says your opponent has no abilities during your turn. So it actually works in the Mew, in the Mew matchup, funnily enough. Which is really, really cool to see. Elisa's Sparkle. No energy attachment yet, though. If they've whiffed that, that is massive. And we can even Fan of Waves. Have they? I think they've gone for both of their Genesects. Okay, they've got the energy. There we go. So that's a hit. That's for sure. We can still be problematic here. We still can. One power. Okay. Don't tell me you got a double, bro. Don't do that to me. Don't tell me you got a double tablet. Please. Okay, I don't think they do. I don't think they've got it. Oh, please don't. No, they got it! On the dots! Oh. Oh my god. Okay. Ah, no. Hammers, save me. Yes. 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 Get rid of you. Again, please. No. Fan of Waves. I think we do this one. No, I'll do that one. I'm going to switch. We need Raihan. ASAP. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. Cyllene can, funnily enough, be good because we can, if we get the heads, we can get Fan of Waves back. No, we've already used... Oh, do we go for the... Do we try and recover Fan of Waves here? I could boss up a Genesect. I need Path to the Peak, don't I? Cyllene can give us that too. Do I go for the Cyllene? Oh my god! If we get 2 heads from Cyllene, it's perfect because we can get a Path and a Fan of Waves, get rid of the energy, and lock off the ability again. Oh, it's so risky. I will have to pass. But it could be worth it. Yes! Come on! There we go. We can get ourselves Fan of Waves and Path to the Peak. Now, I know we could get a Magnezone VSTAR, but we're not attacking anyway. So it doesn't matter. We can dig for that later on. Now, we can't do anything. So we've got no Raihan. We put them to the top of the deck. And then the speed energy gets them both for us. There we go. Fan of Waves. Path. And we're going to pass and just hope. Just hope. It's a big, big hope. They could just have a turbo in hand immediately. And if they have a turbo, they've got the bounce. There we go. Oh, God's sake. In hand, they got the bounce. No turbo energy, though. They need another Elisa's Sparkle. Oh, God. They have the answers in hand. Damn it. Damn it. It's falling apart, lads. It's falling apart. If they whiff the Elisa's Sparkle, though, that would be... I think that'll still be a success in my eyes. If they whiff the Elisa's. But odds are they're going to get it, right? This seems like the older variant that plays like 4 copies of Elisa's Sparkle. I wouldn't be shocked if it's that list. But then again... Turbos, basic, psychics. Are they going? Do they have the 4 fusion? No, they got to. It's Meloetta. They've got to have the 4 fusion strike energy. But then they can't attack this turn. And they need to switch. So they need a lot of cards to go, actually. Maybe they should have attached to the Meloetta, because if they could attach the Meloetta, Elisa's Sparkle to both Mews. Sorry, Elisa's Sparkle to a Meloetta and a Mew. That is 210, isn't it? That would have KO'd me. And they could have just retreated. Now they need Elisa's Sparkle and a switch. Yeah, I think they may have misplayed a little bit there. Hey, I ain't complaining. It's working for me. Right, our bench is very barren, so I kind of don't mind just going and throwing this down. Let's see what Scissors gives us before I decide to Marnie here. Okay, that's good. Great thing is, because we recovered the Path, we still have 2 left in deck. So I still think digging for the Path now is the must. If we can get a Path here of this Marnie, that would be really good. We don't. we're not getting the draws, man. We're not getting the draws we want to see. Sucks. Really sucks. Okay, this is a hard discard, but if we're not getting the draws, we need more draw support. So we're going to go for the Bidoof. And we just have to hit. And unfortunately, we're only doing 140 because of that Oricorio. So now, if we survive a hit, a Hyper Potion, would that do anything for us? The Charm would be nice. And maybe the Cologne. Yeah. Oh, no. No. We'll go for an Evo Incense. And a Cologne. Let's see how that does. I might have got the Cologne too preemptively though. If we survive this hit, I'm gonna go for. What do I go for to the Electro Star? Oh, I don't know. There's a lot of things to consider, man. So many things, but we are doing things. We can KO this and this. And then we'd have to get 2 more hits on this Mew VMAX. Man, that sucks. Oh, another one. Okay. Look, am I correct? Cross Fusion Strike. What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? 2 power tablets in hand. Didn't even need to draw for it. What? Come on. I feel like this is the worst luck I've ever had. Oh, no. We'll still fight. We'll still fight through it. But man, does it really suck. Does it really suck. It's still not the end, though. We still can make a clawback. We need some serious cards, though. We can't even Raihan. We haven't got the basics in the discard pile. Oh, my God. Jesus. Okay. Well, if we're going to go for the thing now, it's this turn. So we're going to Canceling Cologne now. We're going to go ahead and Evo for another Bibarel. We need... Oh, we need so many cards. We need so many cards. It's actually ridiculous. Industrious and Scissors. See if you can help me. No. Oh, that is so bad. Oh my God. Ah! I'm getting the worst draw in my life. Okay, please. No! Okay, Marnie. Path to Peak, please. What can I do? What can I do? What can I? I've still got 2 more path in the deck. What can I do? What can I do? I think it's just been unfortunate. Please. It's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. I think it's just the way it is. Wowzers. So I get another Magnezone down? If I do, they can boss that without the power tablets and KO it. This one, they can't KO right now because they've played enough power tablets to not be able to KO this thing. No, I can't get that. They're going to boss it. You're going to clunk up my hand. Okay. Pass. Just not the right cards at the right time, unfortunately. No Path to Peak, man. That sucks. We was even able to recover it with the Cyllene, and still, unfortunately, it's not enough. Man. Man, oh man, oh man. Let's see what happens here. Release a Sparkle. Interestingly, they're not going for the Meloetta, which is the funny thing. So I think actually they can get 1-hit KO if they got all the energy in play, but I guess they're just thinning. Another choice. They're going to have another Mew VMAX, no doubt, retreat and take a hit. And then our HP is just too low at that point. Could cause some other problems, though. Oh, okay. I'm thinking we could boss this up. They've attached a load of energy. They've definitely got turbos. But if we can, like, Roxanne them or something, if we can get a Roxanne and a Path and boss this up and then cross Fusion Strike these two, we could cause them some serious problems. So, I'm hoping that's the play we can make next turn. Even though it's so dire right now, we could really brick them. They went for Melodious Echo there. Oh, that's actually correct. I can't lie. We've got a lot of things we need here. I can't Roxanne and boss at the same time, so obviously I've just realised that's a bit dumb. That's a bit daft. I have to boss up this, because they can just retreat to this and attack with this one, right? So I have to boss this up. The Cologne's been used, so I can't KO this. Okay. There's Roxanne. I have to boss, no? Yeah, they're just going to manually retreat. And just go for another cross fusion. Or the Sparkle attack. And they'll just get their KO regardless if I Roxanne them. So I have to boss them. And then path them. If I can get a path to the peak. There we go. That's my only hope. I feel like I need Obi-Wan Kenobi right now. Electro Star. Them two. Finishes you off. Puts you in range. Let's see what happens here. Because if I get another Magnezone out, or if I heal this off, I'll have to take a few more turns for that. But I'd love to Roxanne them next turn. I would love to Roxanne them. Okay. At least a Sparkle. Right. They just need a switch. Let alone a turbo. Have we seen a switch been played? We haven't. Escape probe. Okay. Alright. They're gonna boss me. I can boss them back up though. I've got another boss in hand. Power tablet. Is there a boss? They're attaching energy again. A cross fusion strike on the Manaphy. I'm gonna boss this back up. I will hit into it because I can. Oh wow. They did the thingy. They did the choreo. Oh, damn, that's cheeky. Very cheeky. I can't hit into it. I need to get the Manaphy out of the active. I thought they were going to KO the Manaphy. Okay. That's really cheeky. Thankfully, I've got the charm. Alright, retreat. Boss. We can't play till deck out. I have less cards in deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Oh, funny enough, depending on what they do. Oh, bugger, they've gone and got it. Double escape rope. We tried. We gave it a real go, man. You can tell. A real go. Not getting the cards when I should have got them. I should have got the Canceling Cologne ahead of time. Because funny enough, it's this card that wins them the game. Being able to put the damage counters down. Man. Man, what a fight though. What, honestly, what a game. Unfortunately, we got the loss and it didn't work out. But I'm sure you could see how we could have. You know, the matchup isn't that bad. It's just unfortunate draw, I think. Guess what, Gek? We're playing the Lunatone and Soul Rock. Should have put a Lost City in a deck. I'm coming very close to saying officially that every deck that plays without an out to go against the basic kings of the ladder play a bloody Lost City. I'm just gonna put it out there. Because, well, ain't it clear? You will lose to them. It's cool. We're in a format where you have to respect the rogue. You know, I don't remember the last time that's really been a thing, where you have to respect the rogue and directly counter it in order to succeed. Which is a healthier format, that's for sure. And it means now I'm learning very, very much so in this episode. And I apologize in advance. Most decks I'm going to have will have a Lost City. Purely because these decks exist. Unless the deck has a Pokemon that can attack and deal with that. Like an Ice Cube or Empoleon or Pikachu VMAX. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why these cards are so popular and in everyone's mind right now. Because of these decks. But that shows the power of them, right? So you have to respect them. Like, for example, Omnipoke, he's a great content creator. Followed him for a while, actually. And he was actually one of the biggest helps that actually got me into the game. He's saying how, you know, talking about Zoroark, right? Saying that, you know, adding Empoleon to it make it much better. It just shows the power of those, of the basic archetypes, right? Because Zoroark just loses to them. Unless you can deal with them. So that's what I mean. It shows the true power of these decks, which is very new to me, because I'm very used to single prizes being like purely rogue, not potentially top tier. And if it weren't for these other cards in the format that people are adopting into their decks to deal with them, chances are 1 or 2 of them would have been top tier. You know, the only things blocking them out are people countering them, if you know what I mean. So it shows the power of those decks. So that said, you're going to be seeing a lot more lost cities in decks that don't have that coverage. I think for me, maybe more so because of the ladder. Because on the ladder, you come up against these decks so many times, it's insane. And I'm not complaining, because it shows that I'm at a decent elo level, right? Which is fine. You know, I still come up against the Palkias. I still come up against the Arceuses. I still come up against them. So I don't mind, because this is the part of it. But it happens a lot. So I think you're going to see that stadium a ton, because it just shuts these decks down so quickly that you kind of have to on the ladder. You kind of have to have that option, you know, especially now that here, let's say the path isn't doing anything and this deck is trying to set a tempo to the game and control the tempo of the game, and Lost City would help with that when it comes to dealing with these decks, because path doesn't help with that. These decks rank up damage very, very quickly, and if you cannot deal with that, you cannot control the tempo. So, therefore, Lost City is a must, I think. So, I definitely will suggest now, if you're going to play this deck, throw Lost City in there where you can, and see how that does. And then it always goes to that debate, like in the Jolteon video, you know, Path or Lost City? It's like, which one? Which one? They're both really good stadiums. Mew's loving Lost City, that's for sure. Mew is adoring that that stadium, because it doesn't matter what it loses. Please, for the love of Christ, do not get a 210 hit here. They need 2 more energy. Have they got? I haven't been paying attention because I've been ranting. Okay, they haven't got it yet. Crushing Hammer doesn't do anything good in this format, unfortunately. In this matchup either, because they're just going to recover it. The only thing we have really going for us is the Electro Star, being able to snipe 2 cards, and that's again where the Lost Zone would be nice. But we could snipe stuff. That's good, but yeah. I think no. I was going to say one thing that would be good to go would be like Rescue Carrier, but then there's other decks that don't even need that, like Reggie's and that. I don't know. Either way, I'm trying to contemplate things and think about things all the time. But clearly, I am underprepared. Oh, was that that's 1 Rescue Carrier down. Okay. They are really, really contemplating. Bro, it's a Lunatone Solrock. Just play. It's the Mew VMAX of basic single prizes. That's what it is. Gotta do damage and win. Hey, no disrespect to the Rox players, but come on. You know, we all know it's a ladder grind deck. It ain't nothing too special when it comes to, I say the skill ceiling of the deck, I guess you could say, right? And that's not to say there is no skill ceiling of the deck, but yeah, compared to like what a Malamar was, right? A Malamar takes a tremendous amount of skill to get right, and if you do, you are rewarded, and that's a good kind of deck. That's the kind of decks you want, right? Where when you play well with them, you are more likely to win. I know that makes not much sense, because if you play well with a deck, you're clearly more likely to win, but it kind of scales with it. The skill level you are scales with the success rate, scales with the skill level, I guess you could say. Which is something that Lunatone Solrock doesn't really have. Right. Let's go for the Magnezone. I do. It's gonna get KO next time. Oh, the best I can do is just try and get more stuff. I could Pokestop, but I we'll see what we get first. We need stuff down. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's not nice. That's not good. Yeah, it's a hard discard, but we need the Magnezone. We need another Magnezone down. And we have Raihan available anyway, so it's fine. Do I Pokestop now? I mean, no. Let's just Magnetic Grip. What can we get here? We can get an Evo. That's good. And maybe a charm. Will the charm do us any favors? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 210, 240, 270. Yes, it will. Yeah, the charm will do us a favor. So we'll get a charm. And we can Raihan next turn and attack again. Yeah, alright. We're gonna give it a go. We're gonna just try and brute force our way through this, which is the worst strategy possible against the rocks. But we're going to try. And we're just going to see how it happens. Maybe the Electro Star can give us that extra boost, right? Where as long as we get somehow to 2 prize cards left and we have an outs to the Electro Star, we can do that. But first, of course, we need to carry the Manaphy. I can't lie, I only just saw it. I was saying all this nonsense and I'm like, oh yeah, Manaphy, forgot about you. So we have to KO that at some point, which means we're going to have to leave a Lunatone in the active with energy. So we're going to have to anticipate getting KO. Oh god, yeah, it's difficult. It is difficult, I can't lie. Very difficult, actually. How much energy on this discard pile then? 6. Bloody hell. Okay. Yeah, the rocks be rocking. They're a rocking, that's for sure. Do you know what, to be fair, I've been waiting a while for a good Lunatone Soul Rock deck. There's so many times, I remember like Sun and Moon, wasn't there like a Lunatone Soul Rock thing they were trying to do? Whenever there's a Lunatone Soul Rock coming out, they always complement each other, and they were always trash. Now they finally did one that was good. That's for sure. Right, this is going to go down. We have a response, but we know they're going to have one too. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. They KO me, they have 2 prize, I KO them, it's even again. They hit me. Probably won't KO me, I KO them. It's still somewhat balanced, I guess you could say. I would love a Marnie now as well, because I wouldn't be shocked if they got like a Cynthia Ambition or something in hand here. Right. Let's do our thing. Do I stop them using the Pogo? Do you know what? It's Pokestop. I don't know why my brain goes to Pogo, so if I say that, do you know what? I'm rolling with it. Alright, Magnezone. Let's get you out, darling. Lovely. Raihan, get a turbo. Just guarantee the attack, right? I think we just have to guarantee the attack. And then we're going to have to try and dig for another Magnezone V just to get on the bench, right? Was that our last... I just saw that. Was that our last turbo? Oh! Okay. I'm going to put the path down. Yeah. Resources are thin! You got to be careful. Oof. Not good. Not good at all. We'll get... Ultra Ball. We could Hyper Potion. No. No. Ultra Ball. The Crushing Hammer's doing nothing for me. I guess I get it just a thin. Yeah. Guess we'll do that. Right. I wish they didn't have Manaphy. This would have been the turn. Electro Star and just boom, get rid of two Soul Rocks. That would have been cool. But we need somehow to survive as much as we can here. As much as we can. We're keeping up though. That's the thing. We are keeping up. They hit me. I hit them. They hit me. Oh no, they're going to be ahead, right? They could deck out. That's how you know it's rough. That's how you know you're having a bad time. You're like, they could technically deck out though. Technically they could. No, they're not going to deck out. There it is again. I'm assuming they've got Scoop for retreat. Wouldn't be surprised. If not, big dubs, because that'll be our opportunity to take out the Manaphy. If they whiff one turn, you do not understand how big that is. If they whiff just one. And that's the hope. That's a bad sign. But they didn't get any scoops or anything. They could have whiffed. If they've whiffed, that is massive. Gust the Manaphy. Unlocks the... although they'll recover it, won't they? Yeah. Maybe I don't gust... Maybe I can't. They'll recover the Manaphy. Of course they will. This is where the Lost Zone's good. I'm leaning heavily into the Electro... Oh, the research. Oh! Deck out possible. Just saying. Deck out is possible. only hitting how much damage? Was it only doing the 120? That's a great time for a... No, we can't do it. See, we're not... I think I'm just having bad prize luck as well. That's just making it a bit more difficult. Like, we've priced a turbo. If we didn't, I would have been able to go for a Hyper Potion here. Right? You see what I'm saying? Would have been able to Hyper Potion. But now we can't. Which means we have to go ahead and get... We'll get rid of the U2, I think. And get ourselves another Magnezone down. Get that one going. Right. See, there's the Hyper Potion. Yeah. Yeah, this when the Manaphy's getting in the way. Because I would love the Hyper Potion attach to the active Magnezone and then just, you know, take 2 out. That would have been massive for us. But we can't. Do I just Gust and KO the Manaphy here? Because they're going to be doing literally 240 next turn. Oh, if I could KO this and they come back in, they may whiff that again. Yeah, that's true. Maybe I just KO the active here. Do I Marnie them? That's the question. I don't think I do yet. Do I Marnie them? Do I Marnie them? No. Yes. Yes? Yes. There's a chance we can survive next turn. If we weren't... Yeah. If we weren't surviving next turn, I would have gussed up something and KO'd it like the Manaphy or something, but... Get rid of the Pogo. I'm going to play you anyway. Don't need you anymore. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And... do the Bibarel. Sorry, I know I'm getting quiet, but I'm focused. I'm trying. I'm sure you can tell in the Mew VMAX. I was trying. You know, I wasn't sitting here doing nonsense. I was giving it a good go. Evo would be nice here for a Bibarel because we have the Bidoof down. And then I guess maybe the Charm. Maybe the Charm. I'm hoping we get a turbo from the prizes. We kind of need the turbo. Otherwise, we're screwed. Turbo? Ah! That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Okay. We have to hope they ain't got it. Nah, that's 150 if they get all energy on. Still not enough. They need one more energy. And the retreat. An attached retreat. Scoop. What's the scoop saying? Bro, do you even play scoop up net? I don't think they play scoop up net. Or they've had the worst prizing in the world. Or they've been intelligently saving it. I doubt it. Oh. Ah? How have we gone and done that then? What? Right, here is the Magnezone. Definitely not the best of the decks I've played recently, but still decent. We have the damage potential of 5, hitting only 160 or 92 a bench. Can be problematic. We saw with the Oricorio, you know, hitting that 140 could have caused some problems if it was to ever be relevant in that Mew VMAX game. 160 is good though. It's not, funnily enough, 160 can be too little nowadays, funnily enough. 180 is really the ideal, I think, just because there are modifiers out there reducing damage output. And 160 is the ideal number. But yeah, that said, I've given it a 5 because it does hit some relevant numbers, but it can be problematic at times. And it's, you know, I think it's just missing the mark sometimes when it comes to it. Tides damage potential, pretty solid, similar to an Arceus. Attack. Very similar thing. The Raihan can come in and help at times. Damage maintenance, a similar thing, being able to keep it going. The fact that it's a little bit tankier means you can attack, you know, take extra turns to attach energy. The fact that you have Crushing Hammer, Fan of Waves, means you have more time to manually attach and just go through the natural process of the deck, as I said, controlling the tempo of the game. And that helps with the damage maintenance, so that's a good level. Search potential, I've given a 9. I would have given it a 10. Obviously, it's got a good search because if you have a good Bibarel line set up, which is, I think, one thing I struggle to really do, in those games, but if you have a good Bibarel line set up, you can search for a lot of things. You really can. And of course, the attack itself, searching for 2 item cards, just can help at times. So the search potential is quite high. I think, as I said, at some points during this video, I just got some pretty bad luck, and maybe I could have thought ahead of time a bit more, anticipated, let's say in the Mew, anticipated an Oricorio, and preemptively got the Cologne, rather than getting, I think it was like a Fan of Waves or something, and a Crushing Hammer. You know, those are where the places where it can be a bit tricky. Counterability, I'll give it a 2. It doesn't have much to counter with. It's got Manaphy, and that's really it. So if you're playing a fighting deck, good luck. As I said, it wasn't trying to be anything special, so the counterability is low. HP to prizes, I've given a 7 because it's pretty good. It's pretty high. 270 is low. I know I said it's pretty high, but it's pretty high with the charm. 270 is pretty low. But with the charm, it's okay, and it's 2 prizer. So honestly, that's solid. I'll give that a 7. And the reason why it doesn't go any higher because it can't escape, let's say a Giratina using a choice belt, it still cannot escape that. So that's where it can be a bit troublesome at times, and why it's not like an 8 or something like a Palkia has. This one is at 7. So overall, a rating of 39. I think it's not the best, but it's definitely better than some decks I've seen on here. So it's okay. Definitely give it a go if you want to try. Let me know your thoughts and any suggestions you have. But we'll leave it there. Do leave a like if you did enjoy. Please do subscribe for more. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. I'd also like to thank a new sponsor for the channel, PokéXWord, a Pokemon puzzle website where you can complete crosswords and soon complete a podcast favorite game, Guess That Pokemon. I really love the idea behind this, so if you want a great way to have fun and increase your knowledge of not only Pokemon, but Pokemon cards, then click the link in the description and get playing.